Hey guys, this is Eskimo Poodle, and we're back at Let's Play Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of Elusive Age on the PC. Last time, we took care of the witch, and now the witch is taking care of the queen, and if you're confused, go watch the last episode, because, well, this game loves redemptions, I guess. Anyways, in the course of me doing stuff in between episodes, it apparently turned to nighttime, so let's see what all this dancing thing is about. I was hoping for something better than this, but, isn't this music wonderful? It's a traditional Sniffleheimer dancing song. The kind of energetic rhythm is sure to keep folks warm in these cold climes, don't you think? Can't you feel yourself just starting to sway with the beat? Come on, why don't you join me? I guess we're not actually going to dance ourselves, but... oh well. Anyways, we are busy, so let's go ahead and... zoom. First to the snare felt. We gotta get a flower for some dude to try to get into Crystalinda's pants, because why not? And I think we need to get ourselves a face invader, so let's go let's go find one of those dudes, because that would be best if we did have one of them. Yeah, one of you. Come here. We need to talk to you. We got some bongos, we got some other idiots. Okay. Multi-thrust the Fandango here, try to get him out of the way, that way we can pep everybody up into oblivion. You know what? Yeah, let's get rid of the bongo before he peps everybody up. And then you, yeah, we don't need that. We do need to sizzle though, so let's do that. I'm kind of surprised Serena ran out of her MP. Then again, that is 32 per cast, so it is kind of expensive, that's for damn sure. Let's see, let's go with a swoosh. Do some damage here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. At least you guys aren't just gonna pep up into unfairness for the heck of it. But even if you did, it probably wouldn't matter too much. You had it out for the guy on the left, huh? Fair enough. Excellent. And there we go. Get rid of you.
Things are
hey,
looking
Jade gets a level. Nice. And we got 4 skill points that we can't use for anything, so we'll be fine. Yeah, for some reason those guys drop lava lumps, which doesn't make the most sense to me, since, you know, we're in quite the snowy climate here. But hey, whatever works, I guess. Oh, I guess we didn't need to break it open since we had already broken it open previously. Huh. Can I run you over? Yes, I can. Alright. Now if we come over here, this was not here previously. A Snay Rose. Take it back to the young man in the meat hall at Stiffelheim. Okay, let's do that real fast. Nice, quick, easy quest. Excuse me. Got some pizza stuck in my throat here. I guess I didn't change the time back, so it's still the middle of the night. Oh well. We will survive. After the sun sets and monsters come out in force, it's my duty to make sure not a single one of them sets foot inside the city. Are you still a Heliodorian knight, or are you like a knight of this city? I can't tell. I cannot, but our quest is over this way. Not you. I wonder if this guy says something now that the lady's gone. One of my regular customers was a rich noblewoman. She stopped by this morning and practically bought the whole stall. Not only that, she paid the full price for everything. This is just between you and me, but when I see her coming, I pencil another 0 on the end of every price. Ha! I guess the rich lady does not even notice. But yeah, that guy's a bit shady. And I guess the other lady doesn't care, so... oh well. What are you guys doing in here? Huh. By the way, Frizzy, how did you go with that guard? You know, the pretty little thing you said you had a crush on. Oh, you mean you haven't told him you like him yet? You better tell him soon, or some other girl will come along and step him up. But what if he doesn't? Oh, honestly, you're rich, you're pretty, you could have any man you wanted. Have a little more confidence for yourself, will you? Crystalinda, I was hoping that, or Frizzabel, the queen, I was hoping that you and I would get married, but, Well, all I have to say is, lucky guard. You think I'm more alluring than Crystalinda? Sure. Well, you big flirt. I know you're just flattering me, but thanks all the same. Oh, you're back. Tell me, Traveler, have you found the flower I need to win Crystalinda's hand? I never knew that the queen and the witch came down here and drank at nighttime. That's a pretty neat little detail. This is the flower you found by the moon-shaped lake. It's a snay rose, a rare bloom that only grows amid the winter snow and whose pure white petals only open in the light of the moon. Now that I have it at last, Crystalinda will... Wait. A flower that never sees the summer, that never feels the warmth of the sun upon its face, this can only mean one thing. Unseasoned. I see now. This was not a task designed to prove my love. It was a message. She knew that I would not be able to find the flower myself, that I cannot fulfill my true love's wish without relying on the aid of a stranger proves how unseasoned I am. Hang on a second. But my dream is not over yet. When I'm strong enough to brave this snare and find the flower myself, she will surely reconsider. Thank you, Traveler. You have opened my eyes. You have shown me that I'm not yet worthy of Crystalinda's love. Please, take this. That's magic. Magic shields, magic armor, magic vestments. Nice. You gave the snare rose to the young man who's fallen head over heels for Crystalinda, but he soon remembered that the flower is a symbol of immaturity and pledged to grow into the kind of man worthy of his intended attentions. Well, best of luck to you, dude. And best of luck to that guard that the queen has a crush on, because if she ever acts on it, he's going to be a very happy man. Very happy indeed. Just like we're going to be happy to go to the pirate hideout, or Viking hideout. Let's go. Let's go find the guy we need to talk to. You're still drunk? You've been drunk for like a while, dude. Are you okay? Alright, who's the guy we need to talk to? He's around here somewhere. Let's try talking to you. No? You? What do you want, World Walker? So that busybody minister sent you to chase up the missing tribute, did he? Sorry, but you made a wasted journey. The truth is, my little brother was the one who went to collect it, but he's gone missing. We've had all the longboats out looking for him, that's why we weren't able to send word to your friend. However, we've had no luck in finding him so far. Every boat that has sailed into the northern seas to try to find him has been driven back by savage sea monsters. You have a sailing ship of your own, yes? If you should bump into my brother in your travels, will you tell him we're looking for him? He sailed to the island north of Yggdrasil. I'm sure he's still around there somewhere. Please come, please, Wardwalker. He is my only brother. If you see him, tell him to come home. Okay, so yeah, we gotta go do a little bit of sailing, and frankly, it might take a while to actually, finish all the sailing, so yeah. I'll probably just end up meeting you guys at the island, because they made it pretty clear which island it is, well, we'll see when we get outside. Just go to the island directly north of the World Tree, and you can't miss it. And we're good. There's no warp point over there, so you kind of have to drive your boat over there all by your lonesome. Yeah, that one right to the very north of the World Tree there. There is I think there is a warp spot here, so let's see if we can't get into that. Actually, I don't know if the warp spot goes both ways. Yeah, I don't think the warp spot goes both ways. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the whole continent here and meet you at that island to the very north there. So, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're over by the island here. It's, the one way up here. So, there we go. Disembark here. By the way, if you're using a holy water to make enemies not attack you, that works, but anything that does attack you is likely to be a king squid, which is like a mini boss version of the Tentacular that we fought outside of Honolulu. So you could either just suffer through random battles and hope that they're not king squids, or have every random battle be a king squid no matter what. So it's up to you. And good luck trying to run away from the king squids. It took me like 3 or 4 turns to run away from each one. It was kind of ridiculous. But here's the brother right here. Say, Lord Walker, I'm a Viking and I hail from snowy Stiflheim. I've come here to find a present for Her Majesty the Queen. What? My brother sent you to tell me to come home right away? Haha, he's such a word guts. Yes, my ship may have sunk, but apart from that, I'm perfectly fine. Indeed, I'm better than fine. The seas around this island are absolutely teeming with Queen Rosabelle's favorite food, scruffy urchins. Okay. They may look a little tatty, but they taste incredible. I've just found the biggest, juiciest specimen I've ever seen. It will make a perfect present for Her Majesty. I just have to stand back to Stiflheim and... now I see the problem. Would you take this back to Stiflheim for me? I will stay here and fish for more scruffy urchins to grace the dining table of the Queen. May the wind be at your back, friend. Alright. Return to the item shop at Stiflheim. Okay. Let's go, Stiflheim City, and we'll tell his brother later. I looked it up, and the last toggle for the 2D stuff is going to be in the next town that we go to, in Arborea. So we'll just do all the 2D stuff we can now, and then later we'll do that one at a certain point. Apparently some of them you can't actually finish right away, so that's something to watch out for. You know, the whole city of Stiflheim, including our famous castle, was designed by the legendary architect. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing the other dude said, or the book said, at least. There you go, sir. Wait a moment, what is that in your hand? Is that Her Majesty's favorite foodstuff? A scruffy urchin? I don't know why you have such a thing, but you must give it to me. This will make a perfect present for Queen Rosabelle. Yeah, I don't want it. That black, glossy body, the higgly-piggly spines, that is the finest example of a scruffy urchin I've ever seen. It will make a perfect present for Her Majesty. Thank you, traveler. If she were denied her tribute, Queen Rosabelle would surely pull her hair and stomp her feet and shut herself in her room for 3 days and 3 nights at least. But now this crisis is averted, and it's all thanks to you. Here, I hope this goes some way to expressing the true depth of my gratitude. Let me get a pirate's hat. He doesn't have to disappoint the Queen. That's good. We don't want to disappoint the Queen, because that's great. Let's see. Pirate hat. I'm assuming that's for you. Jaunty headwear worn by Jolly Reds or hoisting scallywags of the sea. Defense and agility and paralysis protection. So it's not bad, but it's not great. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see what the pirates have to say, now that we've gotten his brother back. We don't care about you. We're going to talk to you. I see, he was shipwrecked and washed up on a desert island, but instead of seeking help, he has spent his time fishing for urchins for Queen Rosabelle. Ha, that's my brother, alright. You would not let a little thing like a shipwreck get him down. I was a fool to worry about him. Thank you for your help. You have put my heart at ease. Glad to hear it. Okay. Let's go ahead and... I guess let's just go near Gallopolis, since that's where we're going to end up towards the Tickington stuff. But for now, let's go ahead to do some crafting with some of the platinum stuff that we got, because why not? Alright, we got some new stuff, like the magic stuff. Platinum Lance. That'd be a nice little upgrade for Jade there. Yeah, that definitely would be. You don't have to worry about the... You don't get the bonus of the lightning attacks, but you get the extra attack power. And the paralysis chance. I don't know if I'm going to bother with it. Frankly, it'd be what? Let's see. 240 to 14, so 256. So it'd be an upgrade, that's for sure. But I don't know if I care about it right now. Let's check out the magic stuff here. Ooh, magic armor is nice. Magical might and magical mending. And armor. That's not too shabby. And magic vestment for the ladies, which, not that great, but it's there. Yeah, let's make the magic armor at the very least, except we need spellbound bows, which we can't actually get until we start heading off towards Arborea. So, oh well. In that case, let's just make the platinum lance, so we can go ahead and upgrade our our dagger that we got in the castle. You know, the one we stole from the queen, and hope that she never finds out, because she probably wouldn't care, because I don't know why she had that there in the first place, but whatever. Doubled strike. There you go. There we go. Halved. Okay. Let's do a half strike on here. And a half strike on here. There we go. That could be... Okay, that's a +2 at the very least. Either way, we get the pearls, and that's what we care about. Mercury bandana, I don't care. Garter, not worried about it. Nobleman's knife. We have just enough pearls to do it, and it'll get a fat upgrade. So, yeah, frankly, that's reasonably worthwhile. I might just go drop a chunk of the change that we have on stuff like the Perfectionist pearls just to have them. A nice double power, triple whammy, frickin' beautiful. Fan-frickin-tastic. Ah, those critical hits are the best. Yeah, I think it's sometimes like scripted to give you certain buffs after certain actions. Like, if you Sizzly Puff twice on certain star level items, it'll give you a guaranteed double power. It's not always guaranteed to be a crit, but it's probably usually going to be a crit, which is nice. So, worked out pretty good for us here. Alright, instead of the... See, that's the more powerful one, right? Yeah. So let's get rid... Actually, you are left-handed, right? So we want... I don't think it matters, really. Yeah, Nobleman's Knife. Yeah, that's your left hand. That's where we want it right there. And I think the Sword Breaker is fine where it's at. We could put on the Falcon Knife Earring, which gives you 2 hits for your offhand. Which, frankly, is not a bad idea. But I think we're good with the Sword Breaker for now. Alright, let's rest up. And let's head to Tickington. Let's find our horsey. Not you. We're going to save as soon as we go into Tickington anyway, so not that big of a deal. Yeah, Tickington is down there. We can take the scenic route through the nice, cool desert over here. But why not? Get rid of these bozos. Have some rabbit stew. At least one of them, at least. I don't know where you're running off to. I think he just wants to join his buddy over here, but, oh well. Now they can be together in the afterlife. Every once in a while, it seems like an enemy spawns in the wrong spot, and then you just see them hightailing it across the map to get back to their spawn spot. Because once they get over there, they'll start walking normally, but they will be booking it across the entirety of the current map that they're on in order to get to where they're going. I need to talk to you with the bow tie. Not sure, let's save up. Save up over the Eerie Eyrie. We're not going back there anytime soon. Alright, and let's head back over to 2D Town. Yay, look at us, we're in 2D Town. Nice. Alright, and we got several altars. But we can't go through there yet, I guess. We want to go through here. Alright, so we have already done these two right here. This one right here, Altar of Salvation. Erdrick's Future Home, okay. When I was looking at some of the stuff for this, it was saying that some of them you can't actually complete, and I think this might be one of the ones, but I'm not entirely sure. That Ortega fellow is supposed to be preparing for his big day, but where is he? Off gallivanting about the place on some foolish adventure or other. How would anyone want to marry a man like that? No sooner will he slip the ring on his bride's finger than he'll be out the door on his next escapade. A slab like Ortega really shouldn't be thinking about getting married. He's too uncouth and boorish. He'd make his wife's life a misery. There's nothing surer. No, he'd be doing the world a big favor by staying single and letting his bride-to-be find someone better. I guess Ortega is not popular. I'm dead against his wedding. It's a terrible idea. I mean, a horrible individual like Ortega really shouldn't be getting married. What if he has children? Damn. Ortega's as poor as a church mouse. I mean, look at the state of the armor he wears. And that sword, well, it was the cheapest model I had, and that was years ago. I know money isn't everything, but how he hopes to make a marriage work when he doesn't have 2 gold coins rubbed together is beyond me. I can't believe all the nonsense we're talking about my boy. Our reason to be a fine, upstanding pillar of the community, and now all I hear is his name being blackened to left, right, and center. How can the wedding go ahead now? What kind of future awaits this poor woman if she marries my son? She'll be an outcast. You look like you're in your right mind, at least. I wish I could say the same for everyone else around here. Sorry, you must be wondering what in the world I'm going on about. Let me explain. I'm all set to marry my beloved Ortega, but things have got a little complicated. All my friends and neighbors were thrilled at the idea of our finally tying the knot. Well, they were until this morning at any rate. Now they're all dead against the idea. It seems suddenly no one's got a good word to say about my hubby-to-be, which makes absolutely no sense as he's the most lovely, generous man you could ever hope to meet. Just don't understand. Everyone's known Ortega for years. Never had a bad word to say about him. They've lost their collective minds. Just between you and me, I suspect foul play. I've heard about this horrible curse, you see, which makes folks say things they don't really believe. But apparently there's a cure. A mysterious medicinal liquid known as Defuddle Drops that will restore people to their senses. Thing is, I don't know if I've got it in me to go looking for such a thing, and, well, you're the only sensible person I met all day. Would you mind bringing me some Defuddle Drops? Please? Pretty please? Okay. Sure. Let's do the quest. I can tell you were one of these adventurer types who see all kinds of strange things on their... I can tell you were one of those adventurous types who see all kinds of strange things on their travels, so you wouldn't just laugh at me. You're just like my Ortega. All I know about Defuddle Drops, they're found up in the heavens where the angels live, or so they say. As you'd imagine, I have no idea how you'd go about getting there, but I'm sure you'll just think of something. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Try searching for them somewhere where Celestians live. We're not going to be able to finish that quest anytime soon, so don't even bother. Got some herbs. Can we, like, not exit this room? I guess not. We're literally just in that room right there. Okay. We're not going to do anything there anytime soon, that's for sure. Alright. Have we already been here? Or have we not got access to that yet? Okay. Altar of the Heavenly Bride. The Neverglade. Sure, why not? Yeah, we're not going to be able to do the Defuddle Drops anytime. Ever. Who are you? Some sort of adventurer, I suppose. This is the Neverglade, at least in the fairy realm, but not just anyone can get through. Actually, no one can at the moment. You see, a little while ago, one of the forest flowers turned into a monster and started pumping out a pollen that sends people to sleep. One sniff of the stuff sent me straight to the land and nod. You wouldn't be surprised if the same were true of everyone else who goes in there. It's the fairies I'm most worried about, of course. It's not like I can go and check on them. Grown-ups like me can't even see them. But we have to do something if all the fairies fall asleep. There will be no one to guide people to their kingdom, and the fairy realm will be cut off forever. Wait a minute. You said you were on an adventure, right? Maybe you could go and beat up this pollen-pumping fiend? Sure. A Papillon pendant, which we already have. You'll help us? Gosh, I didn't think there were people like you left in the world. The monster's somewhere deep inside the forest. I'll warn you, though. Navigating the Neverglade is far from easy. Life would be much easier if you could ask a fairy for guidance, of course, but unfortunately only children can see them. Anyway, I know it's asking a lot, but we're really counting on you, and the fairies are too. You have to go and take care of that monster. Okay. One of those days. Alright, if you guys move out of the way, that'd be great. Ah, phew. Okay, he's asleep. Everyone's asleep. What about in here? Are you gonna be over in here? No. Hey, a file of Elfin Elixir. Ooh, that's the nice one. I think that gives you like 100 MP or something like that. Oh, they gave it to you. Oh, all MP. Nice. I think I might have been thinking of the Sage's Elixir. Nothing but trees, no matter where you look. How the heck are you supposed to find your way around this place? I guess they call it the Neverglade, because once you enter, you never get out. I guess that's just random party talk. Okay, neat. Neato. Let me see here. Forest reminds me of the night I fled Dunderstill, the night I saw your mother for the last time. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to cry. I've shed enough tears over the years. It's just, well, it's sad, that's all. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a map in here, so I don't know if we can check the monster type stuff. Well, a great saber cat. That should not be terribly hard. It's just a regular cat. Veronica doing 26 points of damage and killing the kitty. Very good. That was easy. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually see the, Oh, my bad, Savando. I wasn't paying attention to you. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually see what available monsters are here. I might get lost in here. So, if we do... Well, oh well. Metal Slime Knights. Haven't we already fought you guys? I want to see how, Giga Smash does against you guys. Because that would probably do pretty good. Multi-thrust, I'm curious how that looks. Let's go for some sizzle in action there. And you should be fine with a swoosh. Ooh, that was pretty cool in 2D. And you guys barely take any damage. Giga Smash, come on, do some damage. 66, okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, these guys just have nice high defense, though, so we're just gonna have to suffer through them. And you ran away. It's a shame we don't get the experience for, you know, these guys riding around on metal slimes, but oh well. We will survive. That's a cool wind spell. I like it. Looks neat. Ooh, Eric gets the level. And nice chunk of deafness right there. I'll take it. Yeah, I get it. We got skill points. That's fine. Light shield. No, we're good. Alright, what about down here? I'm pretty sure we're just going to get lost in here until we find whatever we're finding here. Silvapithecus. Okay. Let's see. Will Unbridled Blade hit all... Yes, it will. Nice. You go ahead with a... I guess multi-thrust. Why not? You go ahead with a... Sizzle. And you go ahead with a swoosh. These guys look pretty cool. I don't think these guys show up in the main game, or if they do, I don't recall what they are, like, at all. That's gonna hurt. 50, yeah, sizzle on everybody. I don't know how many people it's actually gonna hit. I think it's gonna hit everybody. Yeah, sometimes their party spells only hit a couple people, but sometimes it hits everybody, and sometimes it does pretty good work. And Serena's asleep. I meant to go for, shit. I meant to go for, Giga Slash, not Unbridled Blade, but it worked. 83. Okay, it all works. Okay, neat. We will survive. I don't know if they have a, Yeah, I tried pressing the shortcut for Handy Heal All and it didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the party dialogue for now, so we'll come back to it later. Hello. Seed of Magic, that's nice. Okay, this is yes, that's where we were earlier. Okay, so it does actually, it's not like a, what's the word, like the forest and, you know, Ocarina of Time where you get lost. It does have some rhyme and reason to it. You just have to figure out where the heck you're going. Hey, there's someone over by that bonfire. Boo, boo, go away. Let me go back to sleep. Humans. Wait, we're not going to hurt you. Why don't you tell us who you are? Huh? You can see me. Somebody can. Of course I can see you, silly. Why shouldn't I be able to? Oh, well, what do you want? We tell the fairy. Well, that would explain why I've been feeling so sleepy lately. This won't do, though. This won't do at all. You people seem all right. Yes, you do. Come on, I'll show you to the place where I've been feeling sleepiest. It's probably near there. We could go there, or we could go this way. I was going to check stuff out, but whatever. I managed to find the right path by accident, so... Maybe the rest of this is just like, you know, stuff where you end up getting lost-ish. Something fishy about those flowers. Let's go and take a closer look. One of the flowers has a rather unsettling presence. Give it a poke. Blah. Ow. What do you think you're doing? Don't you know it's rude to go jabbing at a lady? Here, here. Anyway, what do you want? I've got an important assignment to be getting on with. A certain someone asked me to fill this forest with sleep-inducing pollen. I have no intention of letting them down. If you insist on getting in my way, I'll just have to put you to sleep as well. Forever. A daisy. Great, we're fighting a flower. Why not? Sure. Let's just unbridled blade our way to victory. And multi-thrust. And I think we're going to go frizzle. And a whoosh. Oh, it's gonna be real slow doing the multiple points of damage here, huh? About 130, 140 points of damage there. Okay, not bad. Frizzle does 140. Okay, so we're doing good damage here. 238. And we parry like a champ. Ooh, we got a counterattack. Nice. Counterattacks are great. And he got 2 turns, because he does. I don't think this is going to show us like his health when we like go to attack. Like it's not going to show his health as being like yellow or green or red, like you know in the main game. So we're just going to have to suffer, I guess. I think we're good. Yeah, just keep up the swooshing, I guess. I don't think this flower is going to put up too many problems. You know, I think for my next turn with Jade, if this thing survives long enough, we'll start doing the critical attacks, because that'll probably work out better for not taking forever to attack. I love when the enemies just decide they're just going to stand there and not do anything. It makes my life so much easier. Swoosh, you look so cool in 2D. Alright, let's go with another unbridled. You go with go with the lightning thrust. You go with another frizzle, and I think another swoosh should be fine here. Yeah, I don't think this thing's going to survive too long. It's not doing that much damage to us, so yeah, that worked out pretty well. Victory! 1700 experience for a nice easy fight. I'll take it. The daisy has been defeated. Return to the entrance of the forest and tell the dwarf the good news. Oh, that's dealt with. I doubt we'd have found our way here without that fairy, though. Being a child does have some advantages, I suppose. Now, shall we go and tell our dwarf friend that the forest is safe again? Oh, my poor joints. I'm far too old to be sleeping on the floor. Still, hopefully I won't be doing that again for a while now you've taken care of that monster. The fairies will be relieved as well, I'm sure of it. I suppose I'd better give you some kind of reward, hadn't I? Here, take this. And a papillon pendant. Good to hear nothing bad happened to the fairies. It would have been terrible if their realm had been cut off forever. You're a real hero, I must say. Will you a great deal. Stay safe out there, and be sure to drop by again sometime. Good work. We are awesome. Actually, I don't think we've had the pendant. We've had the papillon mask, I think. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's see. The light shield, which looks pretty cool, I guess. Oh, it's not showing like it's upgrade stuff. Huh. I think they gave... Wait, who has the papillon pendant? I don't know where it went. Oh, we already did have one. Okay, so it's the defense plus 3, HP plus 10. Okay, yeah, we already had one of those. There's someone over there under that tree. Yeah, we already saw him. We're fine. I wonder if we can find more about the because there was a door near where we fought that the flower thingy. I'm kind of curious. Oh, I guess this does have some kind of maze property to it. But yeah, there was like a door near there. And we got firebirds and orcs. Okay. Here, go for a Giga Smash of the firebirds. You go for just a regular attack on the orc there. You go for a boom, and you go for a swoosh on the birds. Yeah, I don't think the Orc's going to cause too many problems. And I don't think we fight too many Firebirds in the main game. But they look pretty cool, so I like it. Yeah, the enemies here aren't too terribly tough. I think if we had gone here earlier in the game to fight the boss, it might have given us a little bit of trouble, but I think we're doing good for the most part. There we go, up this way. Then we go up this way. And I see what's in here. We fairies are so grateful for what you did. Thank you from the bottom of our fairy hearts. Okay, we can't do anything else. Okay. It's just a nice empty area. Alright, so we are done in here then. Let's just go ahead and head out. There we go. We're taking care of the, whatever altar it was. That wasn't the Heavenly Bride one, was it? At least I don't think it was. Oh, it was, okay. Yeah, cancel that. We're good. Let's go check out this next one. Altar of Reverie. All Trades Abbey. Okay. Sure. Let's check out All Trades Abbey. And I need to grab something real fast. Hang on. Alright, let's continue on here. I came to All Trades Abbey in search of a new life. Instead, I found a horde of rather agitated old men. I doubt I'll ever be able to change vocation at this rate. I've always wanted to become a sage, that's why I came here to the Abbey. I did not expect to have to wait so long once I arrived. You've arrived at All Trades Abbey. This holy place has served as a beacon in people's lives since ancient times. We're struggling a bit at the moment, though. The High Priest will fill you in on the details, I'm sure. Are you the High Priest? Oh, if you want to become a bunny girl too, you're just gonna have to join the queue? The fuck? Why does everyone want to become a bunny girl? Pleasure to welcome you to All Trades Abbey. All Trades Abbey is an absolutely essential institution. Without it, people would have no way of learning the skills they're required to survive in this world. Don't think it's quite fulfilling that role at the moment, though. It's absolute bedlam in here. Apparently, becoming a bunny girl is top priority. I was attracted to all sorts of people, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone leaving here as a bunny girl. I know what you're thinking. Is that even a real vocation? It's a good question, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you the answer. We're starting to spread about how chaotic All Trades Abbey has become, putting people off coming here, and that can't be a good thing. What's the hold up? I've waited my whole life to become a lovely young lady, and I refuse. Son, what are you talking about? There's a library up there, and I can't read it. I've always wanted to become a bunny girl since I was a little boy. I think everyone does secretly, don't you? Not really. Bunny girl, that's what I want to be. Bunny girl, that's the life for me. Alright, what do you got to say? Welcome to All Trades Abbey, my child. The Abbey is a piece to think back on in life's road and plot the journey ahead. Do you wish to change paths? Sure. But I'm forgetting myself. It's unfortunately not currently possible to change vocations, regardless of your desire. As you have perhaps noticed, we are currently dealing with a rather unique situation. Elderly gentlemen from every corner of the world have gathered here in the hope of becoming bunny girls. I have told them repeatedly that it is impossible, but none of them will listen. Dealing with them is taking up all of our resources. I fear we may have to shut our doors if they cannot be convinced to leave. But wait, perhaps you might be able to help? One of my predecessors often mentioned a book that claimed to provide guidance to those wishing to become lovely young ladies. Think you could find it and bring it to me? There's just the faintest chance that it might contain a clue on as to how I might give these gentlemen what they so fervently desire. Wants you to find a book that will grant a gaggle of old men the ability to transform into lovely ladies. And we get a golden pickaxe. You'll seek it out? Wonderful. You'll be doing the Abbey a great service, my child. The book's location. All my predecessor said was the guide was kept in a place where one might expect to find fashion advice. Somewhere where a lot of young ladies gather. Okay. Beyond that, I am unsure where this place might be, but if you find somewhere that fits the bill, take a look on its bookshelves, and I'm sure you'll find what you seek eventually. Appreciate all this information. It's a little on the vague side, but I'm afraid it's all I have. Still, you seem a resourceful fellow. I'm sure you'll be back with the book before I know it. Okay. Let's say fogies just want to have fun. That's a great quest title right there. All right, so we can go hang out at the the academy momentarily. So let's get out of here. We'll come take care of the rest of the quests momentarily, but first let's go to the French Academy, where everyone speaks in an accent. Alright, let's see, Academy, let's go to Yi. I'm assuming it's just going to be in the library and not anywhere fancy, because if it's somewhere else, that's going to be kind of a pain to look around for it all, but we shall see, I guess. And they're not going to make it easy by just telling me where it's at. Made on their lips. Don't worry, I'm not here to see my blowjob queen. I'm here for academic purposes. Alright, not you. Not you. I think it's right here, right? Yes, the library. Alright, so let's see here. All these books. Student register. We've already seen that one. It's a long one. And I've already read all the books. Oh, there, it's on the floor. Okay. The Bunny Girl's Bible. If you say so. Alright, I pressed the analog stick in a direction, and apparently that counted as pressing A, so... Oops. Let's see, let's go to... Galapagos here. And let's head back to 2D World. I don't know how the old geezers are going to turn into bunny girls, but I've got a spare set of bunny outfits, if you want them. I mean, it might help out a little bit. I don't think it's going to work out terribly well, but it'll help out slightly at the very least. Here, I got bunny skins from those guys. Will that help at all? Maybe? Particularly? It might. Alright, let's go back in. Alright, let's go take care of those bunny bastards. I wonder if Rab wants to become a bunny girl. If not for the sake of becoming a bunny girl, but for hanging out with all the other bunny girls in the bunny girl locker room, I mean, I can understand that. Oh, you guys aren't saying anything new. You guys are saying the same stuff as last time, so that's great. Alter the reverie. Alright. Here you go, boss. Ah, welcome back, my child. Did you succeed in finding the book I requested? So this is it, What does this say? The Bunny Girl's Bible. Certainly sounds like the kind of book we need. Let us take a look inside and see. Oh my. Goodness me. Well, it is certainly quite the page-turner. I shall have to make time to peruse its contents in more detail later on. Most importantly for our immediate purposes, it does indeed seem to contain instructions on how to turn anyone into a lovely young lady. This means that we can finally give our elderly friends what they want and bring peace back to the Abbey at last. And we got a golden pickaxe. This is a dark time, my child. The world is overrun with monsters and chaos reigns supreme. All-Trades Abbey has been a place where people have come to learn the skills required to overcome such challenges. And thanks to your selflessness and coming to our aid, we're able to fulfill that function once again. Thank you, my child. Our debt to you is indeed great. Bogies just want to have fun. What is this golden pickaxe? Tool that can turn even an ordinary mining expedition into a bullion bonanza? this have like a chance to like give extra items at the... I'm curious if that has a chance to give like extra items at a yeah, you can die happy. Only after actually become one, of course. Imagine if I died before it happened, that'd be the greatest tragedy of all time. Hey look, they're all bunny girls. My new vacation's not all fun and games, you know. Oh no, bunny girls gotta earn a living. How about it? Would you care for a puff puff? This is even better than I expected. Look at my bobbly tail and these ears. Hoo-hoo! Look, just look. I'm a bunny girl at last. If my dear old grandmother could see me now, she'd be so proud. I'm next. I'm becoming a bunny girl before any of my friends. Come on, come on. I can't wait any longer. I want to become a lovely lady this instant. I bet you can't wait for me to give you a... You guys are killing me. This is a family-friendly game, and you guys are killing me. Yeah, I wonder if that golden pickaxe gives you, like, double ore or something. We'll check out these other altars when we come back next time, but for now, I want to look at some other stuff. Don't want to overstay our welcome. You guys know I like to keep the episodes on the shorter side. Wink, wink. So let's go find ourselves a pickaxe location or something. Huh. Alright, horse healer. And we need to go find ourselves some... sparkly spots. We want iron ore, so like way down there. Yeah, I wonder if this like doubles what you get, or has a chance to double what you get, or something. Because I don't know actually. Because again, it wasn't in the base game. But if it either does double or does have a chance to double, that would be awesome. Simply for the fact that you know, it would require less grinding for running around and grabbing your ores. So that'd be really cool. Iron ore, copper, gold, copper. Okay, so it looks like it has a chance of getting you an extra item, which is not bad at all, actually. It's not like the best thing ever, but if you have a chance to get an extra one somewhere, that's not too shabby. I don't think it's going to work on like just the regular spawn spots or whatever, but let's see if we go to Hoto. So it's not going to be like a game-breaking item that makes your foraging quest take half the time because you got to do half the legwork. But yeah, you get something out of it, and frankly, something is better than nothing. So let's go to this one right here and see what we get. And we might not get a whole lot of anything. It might only have a chance to activate, or it might also just be like the least common one. It gives you the more of. Alright, iron, iron, copper, iron. Okay, so it's like it gives you one extra, but it's not going to give you a secondary extra. Let's confirm that with one more, and then we'll be done. Because there's one more ore spot over here we can check out for that. It might always give you like the second ore in the list twice. I don't know. So if you find something with like silver, platinum, silver, it might give you both platinums. I don't know. Nobody tells me anything around here, so I'm not entirely sure. But either way, it's a nice little boost, it seems like, to some of the ore gathering that we're going to have to be doing. So I'll take it. Iron, iron, copper, iron. Okay, so yeah, it gives you an extra... It seems like it just gives you an extra one. I'm curious here. Let's see, if we go to... Let's go to the snare felt, because there was a couple ore spots right there that we can test out with like the order that it gives us to us, or something like that. Again, it's not conclusive, but it could be helpful. Actually, yeah, we want to go up here. Yeah, this one right here. This one will give us something. So I think this one gave us platinum, blue, and then platinum, I think. Platinum, blue eye, platinum, platinum. Okay, so it is giving us different stuff. It's just we're not sure what the I don't know what the rhyme or the reason is. I mean, it appears to give you a guaranteed extra one, because all the 4 times we've done it so far, we've gotten something out of it. But it doesn't seem to have a specific like value attached to which one it gives you. Like, it might give you the least rare one, or it might just give you a random one. I don't know. But again, I think a blue eye costs like 1,000 to buy, right? Let me see here. Platinum costs 800 to buy, whereas blue eyes cost 1,000 to buy. Let's see here. Silver ore. Hey, you're way up there. Am I spending too long checking this out? Yes. But I just want to, just want to see how it works. I like knowing how things works. Because I don't know how life works in general. And if I know how life in video games work, it makes my day easier. Frankly, I think it should work on this too, but maybe we get like a golden scythe at some point that does more for that stuff. Or maybe we never do. Maybe we just get the pickaxe, and frankly, that's not too bad either. I mean, when we get to like the next tier of ore or whatever, we might have a chance to get a double shot of that on the very first like outcrop that we find. Platinum, silver, platinum, platinum. Okay, yeah, so it's just random what the secondary one is, but yeah, it seems like you guarantee you get another one, which is real nice. But either way, we've taken care of some 2D business and some side quests. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and do more of the 2D stuff. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.